Hey guys, welcome back. Herblin here with another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Today I think we're going to expand on our fortress a little bit and start actually fleshing it out a little bit, because we're still living in what I originally had called our temporary fortress. So I'm going to come down to just above the mine, and I'm going to make a little bit of a hallway, and we're going to start making bedrooms, we're going to start making hallways, and we're going to start making all kinds of neat stuff. You see up here, that's actually our little moat area that we'd started building. So you can see our little tunnel is still filling up. If I unpause the game, you can see the water still filling up in there, coming into this area, and then it's filling up below and above, which is really neat. So eventually this is all going to be just water. That's actually mist floating off here, because the water splashing creates a bit of a mist. Really kind of cool stuff. So we're going to come in, we're going to start digging out this area, and down here, going to dig out a little bit over this way as well, and start building some stuff over there. No, that's not what it looks like. Yeah, so we're gonna clear this out of, what is it that we're digging out right now? Limestone, which is really cool. That's gonna be really useful in our quest to build all kinds of different steel, which I completely kind of let slip. So we're gonna start on the pig iron bar process, and we're gonna make lots of those, and then we're gonna start working secondly on doing steel bars, which is going to be the next step of what we need to do. Right now we don't actually have the ability, I don't think, to make steel bars. No, we don't have everything we need. We need lots of pig iron for that. So unfortunately we don't have that, though we do have all the materials to do pig iron, which is the first step that we need to do. We're going to make some bedrooms down here as well, individually for each dwarf. Now that can be kind of time consuming, because they do require a little bit of detail here. So each dwarf is going to have their own room, which is going to be a 2 by 1. Little rooms like this, where just a bed goes in it. This is just going to be for your typical dwarves. You know, noble dwarves, people of any kind of power or importance, are going to have slightly better bedrooms. But that should be good for the the most basic dwarves, right? At least they'll have their own bedroom. They'll have an area to put a door on. They'll have an area to have a bed. And they can come in here and sleep at night. Some of them will want to share these with their spouses, but can't see that being super practical without a lot of murders going on. So let's dig this out. This is very kind of time consuming stuff, but it's super worth it. It makes everybody really happy. We're gonna have to build new kind of dining halls for everybody as well. We're gonna make a new dining hall. I want to make a new just about everything. I just really want to flesh out the fortress as a place of comfort for the dwarves to live at this point, because they're still living in what was supposed to be a very temporary place to live. We're going to need lots of doors. So I'm going to put that on just a constant. And if we come down here as he digs it out, we're going to fill that up with beds and such later. We need a new stone workshop, because I remember that got destroyed at some point, and it hasn't yet to be replaced. So we're going to need a mason's workshop. Very important stuff. Let's put that down here. Let's make it out of limestone blocks, because they're right nearby, and it is a stone workshop made out of stone. Quite fitting. So this guy's actually making pig iron bars right now, and then we should be able to assign him to make steel bars shortly. I'm not sure if there's something else that we need, or if he's gonna have everything he needs at that point, because I don't think he has the pig iron yet, but he should soon. And then I guess we'll start assigning things into that jail later, as soon as we really have the opportunity, which I guess we do now. I guess we could start making chains and such for that, because that's going to be a problem if we don't get that done. Got to make sure everybody's always gathering plants. Lots and lots of plants to be gathered. What just happened there? Had a little bit of a frame skip. How are we doing on bolts? Because we also need... No, we're good on those. We're actually doing really good on bolts. We've still got people sitting around doing very little. How are we on trees? We can cut a couple more trees down possibly and start. Oh yeah, our wood supply has dwindled up quite badly. Let's just set a big area. If there's any trees out there, somebody will go cut them at some point, and then everybody will have a big job of carrying them back in. So let's do our doors. Let's place these doors down here. Each one of these is going to have a door. Oh, we don't have any doors. I guess we haven't been that busy. Using up these is actually going to be really good, though, to clear up some of the clutter in the wood workshop, because I was noticing that building has been designated as cluttered at this point, which just means that it's going to work a little bit slower, and the dwarves inside may be a little bit unhappy or less satisfied with their work, and their quality of work, I believe, can suffer as well, which is something you don't necessarily want. Also, placing those beds is going to give everybody a job to do. Also super, super useful. What's right out front of our door? I keep thinking that's blood, but I know it's... Oh, it is. What? Banana Man, you make another appearance in your blood. What are these dwarves doing? We got a couple guys sleeping in here. A couple fishermen sleeping in there. Fisher dwarves sleeping in there. I guess we're gonna need more fishery workshops too, because we have a lot more guys, and we don't really have like extra fisheries. I think we still just got those original two, and everybody that was fishing, I think I gave a secondary job for fishery work, fish cleaning and fish cutting as well. Keep making things out of limestone blocks. I don't know why I made so many of those. It's kind of weird. Then we can assign all those beds later, but you know, somebody will take them in the meantime. So this guy's digging out over here. He's gonna build, I want to make this top wing kind of the residential zone, and then below I'm gonna put more of like the meeting places and such, like the town halls, you know, places that people are gonna go eat and drink, like the big great halls. We're gonna want meeting places outside of that. We're gonna want a throne room eventually. We're gonna want a trading area, and I want to build a tavern as well, but that might go topside. And I also want to build a church at some point as well. Oh, what did we find here? It looks like some kind of precious metal. Maybe steel or platinum? Galena. I'm not too sure what's in Galena. I'll have to take a look at that once that gets dug out. So down here, let's do our first entrance into the new hall. Let's do a great hall, and let's actually make it quite great. Let's make it fairly large. That's a bit of a task to complete for them to dig that much out, but should be well worth it. Let's keep statues being made here, though. So we need statues. Always need statues. Actually, can we make pots here? I forget. Can we make them, or is that in... No, that's totally not here. That's somewhere else. But I know where we can do that at, and that is right here. So if we make out of rock, we can make jugs and pots, which you can actually use to store things in. So we don't have to keep making barrels and keep wasting lots and lots of wood on barrels, because we're starting to, you know, run out of wood, and we're starting to use up that resource a little bit too much. So what's in here? Just a couple doors. This guy's been busy making doors and tables and all that good stuff. Perfect. So let's start attaching doors down here. So each one of these little beds down here, that's going to be a bedroom for somebody. Each one of these little divots in here, if you can see what I was doing. Now they're not going to be super happy with them. They're going to be very, very, very plain bedrooms. But it's going to be private, and it's a lot better than sleeping in the dormitory where everybody else can see what you're doing. And, you know, one dwarf comes in, he's smelly, and everybody else has to deal with him, and nobody's happy. It's just like a horrible situation. Like, what's this guy have in the floor in here? This is a shared area, and this guy has a wooden bucket next to his bed. I don't even want to know what that's being used for. I mean, I can just imagine it's something awful. That's disgusting. So, yeah, in this old hall, I mean, this hall, it served us for quite some time. It's been great, but come on, we can do better than this. We can do better than a sand cavern floor and wall with a couple of old statues laying around. Somebody just dropped an old crossbow on the floor and kind of left it there and didn't really give a shit about it after. Oh hey, some migrants have arrived. Amazing. Just after I sort out some tasks for the previous migrants, we get more. Oh god. Reading our dwarves. Ooh, that is a lot of people. A lot of people doing very little. So we're going to start having to assign more people into our military, I think. Yeah, we're going to assign like a couple more military dwarves here. Because that's just too many people. That's just too many dwarves, rather. I keep calling them people. You know what I mean. Too many that are not going to have enough to do. But we're going to need armor as well. We're going to need armor for all these military dwarves. So I'm going to make some mail shirts up. And we're going to start assigning some new people. So we've got 6 right now. So now that we have our 10 different dwarves, we have Ficod, our farmer, a shearer, a potter, a beekeeper, and then we have our original military guys as well. So let's just change up their schedule, get everybody onto the, you know, a little bit more training, because we don't, right now we have a minimum of 5 dwarves training. That's just, it's not really enough. Let's bring that up to, I think, 8. So, you know, they have enough time for a break, but they also, you know, a couple more guys in there at all times as well. And those guys are all going to completely live in this barracks as well. So right now there's only 6 beds in there. Let's see if we have enough. Yeah, we've got at least 2 more beds for them. Throw these in these extra, this little bit of extra room in there right now. So that's great. We're also going to need to keep working on more than just this armor. Right now that's a great start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 iron shirts being made. That's perfect, because that's definitely something that we need. But we're going to need a lot more than that as well. We're going to have to start clearing out this mine, pulling up lots and lots of metals, and lots of furnace fuel too. Don't forget the fuel, because that stuff is super important. Can't run a furnace without fuel, right? So those guys are leaving. I don't really give a shit about merchants. We're not at that point yet, I feel. Taking it a bit slow possibly, but I really don't feel like we're there yet. How are we doing on doors? Did that guy ever make more doors? He did. Get a couple. Not nearly enough. Never have enough doors. Makes people happy to see nice doors, and if they have a nice door in the room, it makes them happy as well. Just to happen to have that very nicely, finely crafted door, compared to having something, you know, not so amazing. I'm sure we've all been there. Not really. Let's see. So I'm not really sure what we should be working on exactly next. I know we need this area down here cleared out, and we need to get that military pumped up and ready to go and start building some defenses. But exactly what to do next, I'm thinking possibly some more defenses, maybe some, like a wall or some stairs up to this wall so that we can get up here and start firing if need be. So I'm going to build a stair up to the wall here out of almond logs, and then we're going to do another wall here. I'm going to do another wall outside, and then we're going to build the wall on the edge up a little bit higher. So this is going to end up being just like a little standing platform, and then we're going to build a little bit higher, I think, as well. What do you guys think? I think that'd be a good idea. Make the wall a little bit thicker since it is made out of wood, and make like a little area to shoot off of as well. Maybe make the wall a little bit higher up. Couldn't hurt, right? Ooh, frozen water. So we've got, yeah, this is actually freezing into ice. We've still got water flowing underneath it, it looks like. Water's still flowing into it, but it's frozen underneath. That's kind of interesting. I wonder how the mechanics of water freezing work. That would be interesting to watch sometime. Not really. No, it wouldn't. But so this guy's run out of hard rocks to actually make those mechanisms out of. So we need those miners coming in. We need them coming in sooner than later to start digging out more of that Great Hall building. How are we doing on miners anyways? How many people do we have that actually have a mining skill? We have one guy that has any skill in mining. So let's assign, this guy looks useless. He's a wood burner. This guy's a lye maker. He's even worse. Let's commit this lye maker into a miner. It's not going to be a great one to start, but we'll train him up a little bit, get him ready. These guys, everybody's going to have a job of hauling. People should have a lot of stone that they can bring up, and let's watch that happen. Okay, so now that this is almost done with that hall being dug out underneath, I'm going to take this guy off of making doors for now because he's actually doing a really good job. I'm going to put him on tables for a little bit because that's another thing that we're going to need. Lots and lots and lots and lots of tables. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him on repeating on... That's actually a really bad idea. Don't want endless tables, but we do want quite a few, and we're going to need some chairs for our dwarves to sit in as well. So let's actually assign that into the stonemason's shop because that's something that he can keep pumping out as well. So we're doing actually really good on a lot of things. We've got almost all that mail made up. Now we're going to need more. Should we work on fuel maybe for a little bit of fuel and magnetite, get some more, make some more iron up. Or should we work on that steel? Let's make steel afterwards, just get that finished. And we'll set this guy onto armor of iron shields. Let's get some shields made up. Now that our military has a little bit of armor, we can actually equip them in that. I'm just gonna give them some specific armor so everybody gets the best, like the people that need the best get the best. Perfect, now we've got everybody equipped with the weapons that they need, as well as the tools that they need for the job, such as their armors. This guy's working on the last mail shirt, and then he's going to go over to some shields for a while. And he should be kept busy with that for quite a while. This guy's going to pump out some steel, which we can start using to make even better weapons when the time comes. I think we're going to stockpile that a little bit first, though. That guy just made the final mail shirt. Let's just get that. We've got one guy that actually didn't get one. Equip. Oh no, he got it. Oh, that guy has it. Armor, specific, and this guy gets the final mail shirt. So these guys are all geared with at least chainmail. Like it's like I'm guessing it's like a chainmail shirt that they all have on, and they all have a weapon. They don't have a shield yet, but we'll get there. Everybody will have that eventually. Now we're gonna need this farm plot. Oh, nothing's been done with that yet. That's really unfortunate. You know, we need trees and we need plants and everything kind of cleared out of these areas. And stone, smooth stone. I don't know how to get rid of those little shrubs and such out there, because those seem to be in the way of our building as well, of our building a farm. We could make an indoor farm. You know what, let's do that. Let's make an indoor farm area. Top floor, this is all going to be a big useless area anyways, pretty soon. And let's just make a big row of a farm. Let's just make a big row farm right in here. Turn that all into a big indoor farm, and then we can actually do one right over here. I think that would be really good. And we can connect these. And we won't fill that all up right now, but we'll get there. So this guy's just pumping out very amazing tables. These guys are all still working on this little area down here. Which is going to be our new Great Hall, which is going to be really cool because it's like a stone room. So you got to imagine, like before they're literally living in a sand and dirt room. So now they're going to be moving into this really cool metallic stone room. Lots of new furniture. Everybody's able to craft a lot better. It's just going to be a way better place. So let's set up a door on here. Right off the bat, let's use our bayberry wood door because it's the only one we have. And how are we doing on alcohol? Winter's on us, and we don't have anybody producing alcohol. We also don't have anybody making barrels. Oops. Oh, what? Yeah, there we go. That was the right one. Just have that guy pump out a couple barrels for a little bit now. Bowyer's workshop. That's another thing that we need lots of. Because I think we have a couple hunters that aren't doing as much as they could be doing. And we'll get somebody working on charcoal, and we've got our jeweler shop. Oh, we've got tons of cut gems in there. You know, we can actually have them encrust random things now with that. We can encrust finished goods with just gems over and over again. Encrust. Let's do furniture with that. So let's just have them constantly just start sticking gems and things, increasing the value of everything, and again, making dwarves happier. We've got 17 idlers, which is a major problem. That is way too many dwarves that are still eating, drinking, and causing a mess. That did not limit it as near as much as I was hoping to do. Okay. Let's clear out of here. We need more tables. What are we doing on chairs? Got a couple. It's going to be a slow process, but we'll get there. Do you have anybody to engrave, I wonder? Because we need to smooth the stone out in here as well. Because this is a great hall. It's not our mediocre hall like last time. This is going to be a great hall. I want somebody to come in here, chisel away any imperfections in the rock, and then I want somebody to come in here and carve a history and a tapestry into the wall later. And then we'll take a look at the tapestry and it'll tell us random things about history. Not all will be relevant, but it'll still be kind of cool. It's like statues. You'll just learn random bits of history from looking at the engravings that people put on walls. Is that vomit? I see vomit on the bridge. There's a little green dot. I think that, yeah, a pile of vomit. I wonder what happened here. There seems to be more over here. Is somebody sick or did something awful happen? Let's check our history. Animal grown to a mule. Kangaroo is irritating some people. Kangaroos are assholes. I'm not too sure what happened. How are our animals doing? We've got more animals. I forgot about that. We don't want animals walking around inside because that is a big problem. And it happens. Animals get inside and then they die somewhere and they cause just this awful stink. Makes everybody miserable. These guys are clearing out the new farm building. This area is slowly being spruced up and having some tables and chairs brought down there. These are all going to be need to have to make all of these into bedrooms. There, so we've got a couple of bedrooms resized and down to scale. So that should make for some good bedrooms and good living quarters for the dwarves to move in. Hopefully nobody's trying to drag their families off down there quite yet. Some dwarves will eventually start claiming these, I believe, as they go to bed. Nobody's quite set claim to anything yet, but they should over time naturally migrate to certain bedrooms and take them as they become tired and need a place to lay down at night. Very personal rooms. These two farms are almost cleared out and then we can start planting indoor crops. Indoor crops are interesting in the sense that it's mostly like mushrooms and like kind of cave, like anything that you might find in a cave, like weird mushrooms and fungus. There's something called cave wheat, but I'm not too sure what that is. I'm not sure if it's like a regular kind of wheat or if it's some kind of fungus type. I'm not sure if it's based off of anything real or if it's just something made up entirely for the sake of this game. Got so many migrants hanging out in the Great Hall, but I think that's going to have to wait for another episode. But we're really going to have to deal with that because they are getting out of hand. There is just way too many of them, and they are eating, and they are eating and eating and eating. And we're not going to have enough food for much longer if this keeps going. We're going to need to get these guys hunting or doing something. But we'll sort that all out next episode. Just like to thank you guys again for stopping in and watching another episode. It means so much to me to have you guys here. It really makes all the difference for me. Thank you so much, and yeah, till next time.